So hello and welcome to this video on how to do MLA style formatting in desktop Word. So I have copied a paper from Google Docs into this just to show you some of the formatting that can get messed up when you're doing it like that. So I'm going to scroll up to the top and let's see what we've got. So the first thing that we need to do is make sure that our that is double spaced. So you can do that by scrolling through all of this and hitting the line spacing up here, line and paragraph spacing, and select 2. So another thing here, your header is right. It should be your name, the professor's name, the course name, and the date. You have an essay title down here. It should be centered, and it should be reflective of the content of the paper, not, whatever assignment name it was. All right, the next thing we might want to do is put page numbers in here. So what we're going to do is go to Insert, go over here to where it says Page Number, and go to Top of Page, and you want plain number 3. So just click into that, and now it's at the top of the page. And then you can hit, and the cursor is right before it, so all you need to do here is type your last name and a space. And just to double check, you might also want to go back to Home and make sure that instead of being Calibri 11, it's whatever the font was for yours. I believe mine is Arial. It should be Times New Roman or some similar font. I've got it as Arial 12-point font. So now those are all consistent, and I will get out of the header. All right, the next thing, we need to make sure that all of the paragraphs are indented rather than lots of lines, spaced between paragraphs. So come over to each one and tab to indent. Once after you do the first one, you probably won't have to do any more. Do this here. If you have space between things, or if you have a lot of space between your header, go ahead and check here at, go to the paragraph settings, go in there and check it, and make sure that these are both 0. If you've got, say, 10 points in the after, it's going to jump 10 more points after it's been double spaced, which will leave big gaps. This one looks to be okay, so we'll leave it alone. We'll take out the space here, which was just, I guess, somebody hit enter there. So, all right. In case you're wondering, this is lorem ipsum text. It's not meant to be real text. It's just to show you what a paper looks like. All right, so now go to the works cited page, and here we are. This one, if you'll notice, the left margin is too far over to the left. Something that happens often when you copy and paste straight from Google Docs. So what you're going to want to do for this, it sounds counterintuitive, but just hit backspace twice and it will pop it over to the left margin. So we'll do it for all 4 of these. All right. And then the next thing we want to do is anchor the works cited to the top of a page. You don't just kind of keep hitting enter several times until it slides to the next page, because that's not terribly reliable. So what you're going to do instead is go to where the works cited title is, go to Insert, and insert a page break. Now, no matter what you add or delete above, this is always going to be locked in at the top of the next page after the text of your paper. The next thing you want to do is center your title, which should be works with an S if there's more than one work. If there's only one work, no S. It sounds the same either way, but that's not how it reads, so that's what we do. All right, so now we need to get this hanging indented, since we had to kind of take that out when we got it back on the margin. So highlight all of it here and then go to line spacing options. We'll do the line spacing and then go to line spacing options here and click on it. And now you want to go to where it says spacing, and you see line spacing here on the right. You're just going to go here. Oh, I'm sorry, it's up above. So indentation, you've got special up above. Just click the drop down and you want to do hanging. And when you click OK, it will now be hanging indented. The only other thing that you really need to do is if you're formatting for containers, and MLA containers are things that are like books or journal articles or really long things that contain other things. Databases are also considered containers. They need to be italicized. So in here we see that PLOS biology is not italicized. That must have gotten stripped out at some point. So we're just going to add it. And the Oxford English Dictionary is italicized, so that's wonderful. This one, you see that you've got a journal, sort of a title here, and then you have something after it. The thing after it is usually the book or the journal or whatever container it is. So italicize it. Again, this one, you've got an article, and then you've got Nautilus down here. That's some kind of a magazine. So you're going to italicize that. And that, I believe, is everything that you need to know in order to have a good works cited page. So I hope this was helpful. Thanks.